A great nation is the voluntary creation of its people. A people composed of men and women whose pride in themselves is founded on the knowledge of what they can give to a community, of which they in turn can be proud. If our people feel that they are part of a great nation, and they're prepared to will the means to keep it great, then a great nation we shall be and shall remain. So, Mr. Chairman, what could stop us from achieving this? What then stands in our way? The prospect of another winter of discontent? I suppose it might.
Nixon is going to say that the agreements will be signed and that the war will end because the other side was brought to their knees. It was an American victory. And we, as political people, have to be sure that we don't ever stop until the people in this country understand that it's been an American defeat, hard as it is for Americans to accept. A third world, underdeveloped country with no industry, 90% of whose people are peasants, has defeated the mightiest imperialist power in the world. And so our struggle must continue, and if our struggle is to continue, we have to support the people who are the victims of repression, and it's going to get worse. I'm old, and I lived through the McCarthy era, and my family was called up in front of HUAC, and a lot of people were silenced during that period, and I remember what it meant, and Nixon ushered that period in, and he's trying to do the same thing today.
Now, last week in his autumn statement, the Chancellor decided to cut tax credits and benefits. And he said it was the shirkers, the people with the curtains drawn, who would be affected. Can the Prime Minister tell us how many of those hit are actually in work? He's raising the taxes of people in work. And of course, he didn't answer the question. The answer is, despite the impression given by the Chancellor of the Exchequer, that it's over 60% of those affected are in work. It's the factory worker on the night.
Great story, would say that, wouldn't I? The visual effects and the special effects are stunning, really stunning. And it sounds a stupid thing to say, but they look so real. It's rare, for me anyway, that I look at a film like that and I'm not distracted by thinking, well, how did they do that? And I wasn't doing that at all. I was just watching it and accepting that Dobby really was jumping up and down on Harry's bed, so that's obviously wonderful. Dobby's really, really good. And the mandrakes, superb. I really love the mandrakes.
I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
Was ist unser heutiges Deutschland? Nicht wieder schön und herrlich. Indem ich euch überblicke, weiß ich, mein Lebenskampf ist nicht umsonst gekämpft. Ihr werdet treu sein, wie jemals nur Deutsche treu sein konnten. Immer wieder wird eine neue Jugend antreten in diese Stadt hier. Ich sehe das von mir in Jahrhunderten immer wieder antreten und wird immer schöner sein, immer kraftvoller sein und wird immer gesünder sein und wird immer mehr Hoffnung bieten den lebenden Geschlechtern auf die Zukunft. Ich bin nicht.
After September the 11th, Americans should continue to do what you're doing, and our military is responsible for terrorist attacks. And we're doing just that. America is leading this titanic struggle against the civilized world and peace and freedom. History has placed a great challenge before us. The American people are plotting to attack us. And as children finish school and families prepare for summer vacations, I want you to report it immediately. We face an urgent need to add your eyes and ears to the protection of our homeland. We need to blink in the face of terror. Good night, and may God bless America.
L'honneur, le bon sens, l'intérêt supérieur de la patrie commandent à tous les Français libres de continuer le combat là où ils seront et comme ils pourront. Il est par conséquent nécessaire de grouper partout où cela se peut une force française aussi grande que possible. Tout ce qui peut être réuni en fait d'éléments militaires français et de capacités françaises de production d'armement doit être organisé partout où il y en a.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
I still have a dream. Yeah. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. Yeah. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream